How was that for a birthday?
It was great. Couldn't ask for any more.
Did you know you were close to a triple-double?
I didn't until late in the game. Lance was like, yo, everybody box out, let Cason get the rebound. I was like, that's my man right there. But he made both free throws.
Do you know how many triple-doubles there are in UK history?
No, how many?
Can you take a wild guess? 3.
Yikes. I'm getting one this year, for sure.
Coach Cal told us that you weren't going to be able to dunk tonight. How'd you feel being able to look at him after you did?
If y'all noticed, I gave him a little grin running back down the court, so he been on me about dunking the ball and going left, so I did that, dunked it, and gave him a little smile.
How do you feel about the way you ran the point tonight, especially only 2 turnovers with what looked like quite a bit of pressure out there?
I feel like I did pretty good, going against sign practice really helped me for this situation, going against quicker guards, so just using my body and hitting the open man when they're open.
How much have you and Xavier actually played together in practice? Because it seems like, just from talking to him, that he's really kept you guys separated pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, because he wants me, for this situation, being able to play the one comfortably. So we end up on the same team sometimes, but, often we're going against each other, making each other better.
What was it like to have him on the bench with you tonight to give you a little, pep talk or whatever?
It was good. He was just trying to get me to go over screens instead of going under, but, he's really good at helping me out on the bench, just keeping me sharp.
I know you've played on and off the ball up until this point. Is one more comfortable for you than the other?
Whatever coach needs me to do. If he needs me to play the one, I'll play the one. But if he needs me to go to the 2, I'll do that as well.
What do you think the dynamic's going to be like when he's back healthy 100% and you guys, I assume, will be out there together sharing a backcourt for a good chunk of the game?
We'll definitely be interchangeable. Whoever's closer to the ball, we usually just tell that man to get the ball and run the offense. Being guard, pretty much every position on the court, so it doesn't matter where he's at, he'll know the play.
How comfortable are you feeling out there now? I mean, is it, with the help of going to the Bahamas and all that, did that help calm you down now that the games are starting for real?
Definitely. I'm just going out there playing my game now, just free from all the stress and butterflies, just going out there and just performing as well as I can.
And what's it like to have the 2 guys out there that can just knock down threes at any moment?
Man, we have a great team. Tone, see Fred knocking down threes, JT posting up, getting it to his spots, Lance, you can dump it into him. Everybody plays their part, and, that's really what got me here today.
Does that make it easier for if you're running point to know on either side of you, you got one of those 2 guys? Definitely.
That's why I had so many assists this game. Just throw it to them and they'll tell them to shoot it, because more than likely they're going to make it. So I trust in them, they trust in me.
From a defensive perspective, when Xavier comes back, that's 2 really different looks that you guys can give opposing ball handlers, you being so big and him being so, smaller and kind of a pest. What do you think that part of it's going to be like?
It's going to be great, because we give different looks and it'll wear their guards out even quicker. 2 is better than 1, so just ready for him to get back, really.
Kentucky, this is a very deep team, but what does it mean to you when you're playing that you've got some of those guys who are injured or not playing that are just rooting for you to do well? When you came to Kentucky, would you have said that the reigning National Player of the Year would be one of your biggest cheerleaders out there?
Yes, that's why I came here. I knew the culture was going to be great. I knew they were supportive players and great people on and off the court, so I'm really thankful for that.
Is this what you envisioned for your birthday? Come out here having a game like this?
I couldn't imagine this, this was a lot. This is great, but I'm just coming out, playing my best game every game, so that's how the dice roll.
Have you been able to do anything birthday related today?
Yes, I played with my guys today. best gift I could have.
I heard you got some brownies.
Yes, those were great as well.
Didn't share?
Oh, that's not true. That's not true. I shared. I got some more in the room. They know they can tap in whenever.
You and Antonio seem like y'all had just a natural chemistry out there. You got a lot of behind comes to him, is that something that's developed during the practices, or was it already there as soon as y'all got on the court together?
Just playing with each other, learning how each other play. So I know if I throw it up to him, he'll knock the shot down more than likely. So I'm just trying to get it up to him, let him make plays, and he know that I'll look for him as well. So.
Cason, what was the biggest thing that jumped out to you about your first college basketball game, like the experience of it, I guess?
I'd say I was able to play it free, not being handcuffed and having to run every play the same way, or, just being free and hitting open man and knowing that my teammates can make plays as well.
And going off that, I know you guys want Severe back, but how valuable is it for you to have a full game where you're leading at point and gaining that experience while he gets healthy?
It's great because I might be in situations like that. You never know how the season goes. So just being able to play the one as comfortable as I did tonight, it's working out for me.
Was he coaching you at all during?
It's gonna be super fun. We're all excited to get them back and see what this is really like as a full team.
I'm sorry if you've already been asked this, but after last season not getting to play, what did it mean to come out at Rep Arena and play the way you did tonight?
Yeah, last year, as much as it sucked not to play, I just tried to look at it as a positive for me, and it was almost a blessing in disguise. Like I've said before, it helped me get in really, really good shape. Was able to just kind of learn what goes on here and how the guards play here, and really just learn the game in a new system. So in that aspect, it really helped me going into this year. And then going into the game, I treat every game the same. Doing all my pregame stuff and locking in on the game plan, and just like I've been saying, trying to get the task done, and that's winning. So I really was just locked in on coming in here and winning. I didn't really, think of any of the extra things. But after the game, as I have time for my adrenaline to go down, it's a blessing that I'm able to come out here and do what I love again. God pushed me through a lot of adversity and things like that. So to be able to come out here, play in front of my family, all of them were here, grandparents, mom, dad, cousins. It was. Now that I have time to kind of sit on it, it is really nice. It's special.
You guys have one more game, and then you go to Indianapolis to face Michigan State. What's kind of been the emphasis in practice? What does Cal want to see you guys improve on?
It's always, defense turning into offense, getting stops, locking in on the opposing game plan. So, we played Duquesne Friday. These next couple of days are really going to just be locking in on what they do and how we can stop it. And the same thing is always going to be the same for us on offense. We're going to get stops, we're going to run. So it's really just coming in every day and being mentally sharp and locking in on what they do. But it's one game at a time, so we got to get ready for the next one.
CJ, what did you think of the way Cason played tonight, stepping in at the point spot?
He did great. He almost had a triple-double in his first college basketball game. I love playing with Cason. He's just such a tenacious defender, and he can do it the whole game. And the way he pushes the ball in transition and plays with pace and is such a rim threat and pull-up jumper, he can knock down threes. He's really a special player.
It seems like Cal's been keeping him and Xavier kind of separated, playing against each other in practices, going by what you guys have been saying. What do you think it's going to be like when those two get together in the same backcourt, especially defensively? Two pretty different looks there.
Yeah, we're excited to get everybody back and see what this can be all together. But yeah, like you said, Coach kind of had them going at each other the whole year. So it's going to be fun for me to see what it's like. But they've been, like I said, they've been going at each other all year. So we're going to see what it's like with them together. It's going to be fun.
What have those battles been like? I know you're playing, obviously. You can't just sit back and watch, but just to observe those. How?
It's just punches being thrown. Sa makes a play and then Cason gets one. You know what I mean? Like, it's just guys going at it, just competing every day. And I think that's what makes this place so special. You have so many great players, and every day is a battle, and every day you're fighting against each other. But at the end of the day, you come out and you love each other and you play as brothers and you try to win. But the competitive nature that we have here is special.
I know you and Tone got to play some tonight at the same time. What do you think that lineup, no matter who's playing point guard, brings?
Yeah, after the game, he sits next to me in the film room, and I just joked to him. I was like, man, it'd be fun if we could play like that all year, just running up and shooting, making plays for each other and just playing basketball. Everything's random and, it's not designed, anything like that. We're just hooping, running up and down, If we're open, shoot the ball. If not, I'm trying to make a play for somebody else. It's fun basketball. So yeah.
You said that it was kind of opening up the court. Could you see that happening when you guys are knocking down shots that are open?
Yeah, you know, early on, I think we might have been a little pressed early on, and you know, first game, and they kind of hung in there a little bit. You know, they're a good team. You know, athletic, shooters, veteran guys, and they hung in there. And I think when we started to really run up and down and make shots, it put a lot of pressure on them on the offensive end. And then we were able to just keep getting out in transition and knock down shots. And like you said, it just opened the floor up so much. You know, we were able to get driving lanes. You know, early on, those driving lanes weren't there. You know, there were a couple of times early on, like the first five minutes, you know, it was stagnant offense, and we couldn't get in the paint. But then once we got up and down, you know, spread the floor and making shots, it really opened up and allowed us to get in the paint and throw lobs and pull up jumpers, stuff like that.
Every team goes on runs, various points in games in the season. Does this team strike you as one that could maybe put together some of those like 20-0 runs against good teams?
100%. You know, that's an emphasis that, you know, I've been trying to, you know, hammer with the team all year. You know, just playing so many games. Basketball is a game of runs. You're gonna get punched in the mouth. We're Kentucky. They were so excited to play us. That's every game. Everyone's coming at us. But you know, you just got to withstand the storm and then punch back. And I think this team really does a great job of that. You know, we understand teams are going to come out, and you know that we might get down early, but we're going to come back. We're going to keep coming, and we're going to keep coming. So yeah.
Back to you and Antonio. I know it seems like you two have really good synergy on the court, even though you kind of play the same position. You just have good chemistry. Is it easy to play with a guy like him, or have you had to develop that over time?
It's easy. Two shooters, two guys that can also make plays. And, you know, when I'm out there, I'm looking for him. You know, if he's open, I'm throwing it to him. And it's super fun because, you know, in practice for the past month, we've been going at each other, competing every day. So to be able to put the same jersey on and, you know, hit a one more to him and see him make a three, you know, that's a lot better than, you know, going at each other every day in practice. So it's super fun playing with him.
Is that another, like, Cason and Xavier being kind of
Absolutely.
separated? Were you two kind of separated during these?
Yeah, we've been separated for the past, you know, there's always that month before the season that's just a gauntlet. You know, every day is just a grind, and you know, you just feel you don't even know what day it is. And in those days, you know, we're always going at each other. And like I said, that's what makes this place so special, and that's how you get better. You come in every day, and you're playing against dudes that push you to get better. And you know, that's what you want as a basketball player. You don't want anything easy. You want it hard. And you know, having a guy like that who makes it hard on me, he gets me better every day, and hopefully I do the same for him.
How do you, Cal says he's got 8 guys right now, so it's a little easier to kind of straighten out playing time. How do you think this is going to work when he's got 11 who can really play?
Yeah, I mean, luckily I'm not the coach right now. But, you know, we got great guys in this locker room that come every day and compete. So I just love coming out and playing with them every day, and, you know, getting to go out there and hoop and just play. You know, I'm just excited.
Do you know how many triple-doubles there have been in UK history?
There's been some really, really good players here.
So would it surprise you if I said 3?
Is 3 it?
3.
No, that wouldn't surprise me because college basketball, you don't see many triple-doubles out in general. It's just not heard of in college basketball. But if there's one place that probably has it, it would be here, I would imagine. 3, that's crazy though. I would probably figure more than that. Cason was real close.
Yeah.
It was close.
Just what do you think of his performance tonight?
It was great. You know, the point guard he makes the team go. You know, the ball's in his hands, and I thought he did a great job. I think the thing that makes him so special is not only is he so good at, you know, running the offense, but he makes it so hard for the other team's point guard to run their offense. So when he's running the way he is up and down, finding shooters, and then he's so disruptive on the other end, that's just an added bonus.
Talk about your game tonight and how you did.
Did pretty well in the first game. You know, was able to knock down shots. Team did good as well. We all connected, rebounded, and moved the ball pretty well.
Today your birthday?
No, it's Casey's birthday today.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you doubled the 3-point record for a debut with 6. I think the record before was 3.
Oh wow, it's only 3.
It's only 3 for a debut.
Wow. Nah, that's wild. I didn't know that.
Where'd that confidence come from tonight, launching 12 of them?
Just keep shooting, just staying in the gym, getting up shots every day. you know, confidence come with it. So yeah.
When you're making 6 threes in the game, what's that make the offense feel like? Like, are you just in a zone, just launching it?
Yeah, just launching, just in the zone. Just keep shooting the ball, and then they just gonna fall. You know, just don't think about it. So, you know, that's my thought process coming into the game. Just launch, and you know, they eventually go in.
How do you think the team kind of gelled tonight? You guys played exceptionally well. Do you guys think you bonded a little bit out there, the chemistry and all that?
Yeah, I believe so. The chemistry was definitely out there. We got moved the ball pretty well, ran the floor pretty well, and rebound, and got a couple assists as well. So I think the whole team, you know, had a great game today, and you know, just moving on. Got to move on to the next game.
Was there anything you guys really focused on between that last exhibition and this game? Like anything Cal wanted you all to specifically improve on?
Yeah, just, you know, making sure we, you know, run as hard as we can down the floor. Make sure we rebound too. You know, some of the things that we did, we didn't really rebound on a offensive and defensive end. So he emphasized that in practice.
Cal talked a little bit about how Severe coached you on the sideline as a point guard. So what are some pointers that he gave you to help run the offense if you're ever put in that position?
Things that he told me was, you know, just stay off the sideline. You know, they could travel on the sideline. Just make sure you stay in the middle of the floor. You know, pace yourself, you know, while you're out there running point. So that was 2 things that he said, you know, when he was running.
Does it surprise you how easy things have come for you coming from Illinois State, just stepping in and, I mean, basically the same as what you were doing, you know, a level down?
You said that. Can you rephrase it again?
You know, does it shock you how quickly you've adjusted to this and being able to do what you're doing on this stage?
No, it didn't shock me. I knew my game. You know, I knew what I was, you know, here to do. You know, so you know the confidence comes from the team, and you know, family and coaches. You know, it just all played out, and you know, I just go out there and hoop. So. Yeah.
You talked about liking to play alongside C.J. Frederick and just the shooting you guys both provide. What was it like when seeing both of you guys kind of heat up at the same time?
Man, it feels good. You know, coming from a shooter to a shooter is just like, you know, it's a good feeling when he knocked down a shot. You know, like feed him the ball. You know, that's we just feed off each other in the game, and you know, we just had them talks like, you know, wherever you do, just shoot that mug. You know, give us confidence going into the game. So yeah.
Cason's playing very well to have not played any college basketball yet. Just what are your thoughts on his play so far?
Oh man, he's a great player. You know, he will beyond his years. I feel like, you know, as you know, coming in as a freshman and doing the things that he do, you know, like that's what we need, you know, on the team, and he provides that.
With how much y'all made tonight, basket-wise, what kind of like impact do you think going into next week with Michigan State coming up? What do you think needs to change? I mean, Oscar will be back, and Xavier is still kind of on IR, but what do you think, you know, about next week would need to kind of change to get ready for that Michigan State game?
I don't believe nothing, you know, has to change. I believe we just keep practicing as hard as we can and focus on, you know, the defensive end, and we'll be fine. I don't believe it's just, you know, things we need to change when they come back in, because they already know, you know, what play style we're trying to do and stuff. So, yeah.
I'm sure you've been asked about this already. Sorry if you have. But what does it mean when you and CJ are both hitting shots and you're on the floor together? What's that do for the offense?
It spaces the floor for, you know, guys to drive and throw lobs and have them pull-ups. So it just spaces the floor when he has shooters on the floor. And, you know, as you can see, you know, they face around us and make sure we don't get off shots. And that provides the other teammates to just go down there and, you know, shoot layups and dunks and stuff.
Did you see that happening tonight?
Yeah, I did. Totally, you know. Well, you know, and I knocked down some shots, and I seen Cason, you know, a couple times just get to the hole. So, yeah.
Cal was asked about what, you know, surprises him about you. He says defense, that you're a better defender than I think he gave you credit for when you first got here. Just what about your defense and kind of the growth you've had there?
The growth I had, just, you know, I feel like I've grown in that area as well. You know, just, you know, playing with these guys, I had to defend, you know, good players. You know, that just comes with it. You know, just every day, just grind as hard as you can on that defensive end, because I know I gotta be a better defender. So, you know, I take accountability.
Did you know Cason was close to a triple-double?
Yeah, I seen it. When I took a seat, I seen it on the board. I'm like, geez, man, he could have got a triple-double today. So, you know, that made me happy.
Do you know how many triple-doubles there have been in Kentucky history?
Nah, I don't even know. I don't know.
Would it surprise you if I said 3?
3. It's crazy. Dude, I think Severe got one. He told me he probably do. But I didn't know that. That's crazy. Only 3 is crazy. I didn't know that.
Did anything feel different for you tonight compared to the first 2 exhibition games last week?
No, it's nothing feel different. You know, just go out there, just play as hard as you can, and then everything take care of itself, you know.
Has it been easy for you to embrace that role coming off the bench?
Easy? I won't say easy. I just stay focused, you know, just play my part when I go out there. So that's what I do.
Did this one feel different, being the first game, the first one that counts in the standings?
You said what?
Did it feel different, you know, being that this one was the first real game, it counts in the standings?
Yeah, it did. It felt a little different, you know. Physicality-wise, was different out there, and you know those guys was they are a good team in their conference. So, you know, the coach was telling us that. So, you know, I could tell that, you know, they play hard and, you know, get good shots at the end of the day.
You got your first roar from Rupp Arena kind of at its peak in regular season form. What was that like?
Oh, that was crazy. I smiled when I heard everybody roar like that, man. Just going down the court. It was just like, geez, man, it's loud in here. I can't hear nothing. So,
does that kind of, you know, amp you up when you're the reason why they're roaring?
Yeah, it does. It definitely amped me up, man. It made me play hard, super hard.
When you all are scoring almost 100 points a game without Oscar, without Xavier, just how exciting is that for you, knowing, you know, what you guys are going to be able to do when you are full strength?
I'm very excited. You know, when those guys get back, it's going to be, you know, even more points scored, you know. And, you know, they're leaders as well. You know, they definitely guide us in the right direction. So when those guys come back, we're going to be at our peak.
Would you say that just knowing that those guys weren't going to be there, you feel like you guys feel like, you know, everybody had to kind of step it up a notch just to offset their absence?
Yeah, everybody has to step up. Everybody know, you know, they have to step up. You know, just opportunities for other players to show their talent, and you know, it's a good thing. Just, you know, everybody just stay focused and do what they do out there.
Was there any concern about maybe trying too hard in a game like this, opener, trying too hard and pressing and making mistakes?
No, we weren't worried about that. You know, we just stick to the game plan and, you know, make sure we just do the things that we do out there, so we won't have to, you know, make mistakes, because you're gonna make mistakes in the game. So, yeah.
Cal says that he's told you if you've got an inch, let it go. Is that how kind of, I guess, liberating is that for a player to have a coach that believes in your offensive ability?
Oh yeah, it feels great, man. You know, having a coach that just say, you know, let it go every time like that, man. It just, that good feeling come out, man. The confidence just, you know, just come out of me, you know, and you know, having that, you know, stride and, you know, being able to work hard and know that you have people believe in you, you know, team and coaches is a good feeling.
Antonio, you're someone who's seen a lot of college basketball. Cason's only a freshman. What does he do that, I don't know, allows him to have a game like tonight in his debut and maybe shows that he doesn't play like a freshman?
Man, he got a leader ability, you know, as a freshman. You know, he even tell me things, you know, where I'm supposed to be on the floor, you know, what I'm doing wrong, you know what I'm saying? And I believe that, you know, his game just tells it all. You know, he can assist, he gets down there low, he score, you know, all-around player. So, you know, it's beyond his years for sure.
Do you remember your mind from your first college game?
Yeah, I do. A little bit of it, yeah.
Was it flirting like with a triple-double like Cason did?
Oh, no, not even close, man. You know, I was, you know, my first college game, I wasn't, you know, I was tired, you know, I was a little winded, you know, it was, the pace of the game was a little faster for me, so.
I know you guys want to have Severe back, obviously, but how valuable is it a game like this for Cason to start a point and get that experience in minutes of a night like tonight while Severe heals?
Just staying ready, you know, just, you know, him just playing his game and know what we could do out there, you know. You know, basically, you know, when Severe get back, he's gonna do the same thing. You know, they're leaders, and you know that's what we need for the team. No matter who injured, you know, it's just, you know, everybody just step up and do their thing.
And Cal said Severe was actually coaching you some on the bench about how to play points to fill in. What was he telling you to give you some tips?
Severe?
Yeah.
Oh, make sure you don't stay off that sideline, because they were, you know, trapping on sidelines, and you know, showing our hands and, you know, just, you know, pace yourself because, you know, I was moving a little bit too fast sometimes. So he just told me those two things and, you know, I'll be fine.
Do you guys notice how much, like, Oscar and Xavier, they're the biggest cheerleaders over there on the bench for you guys?
Yeah, they are, man. I see, you know, hell, I had a 3 in the game, and Xavier just, yeah, I can shoot, Tone, you know, and things like that just hype me up, man. Because, you know, he believed in me, man. You know, he want me to do good, so yeah.